Okay, welcome you all in today's session of Internet of Things. Today we'll discuss about MQTT. So, what is MQTT basically? Okay, we all doing WhatsApp chat, we all doing Facebook chat. So, how our data flow from one person to another person? Right. So it is based on that. MQTT is a part of data protocol actually. So how your data flow from one person to another person so that you are able to chat with your friends. So that is basically based on your MQTT. So this lecture is very interesting. It's involve your knowledge related to your WhatsApp chat, related to your Facebook chat, and related to your YouTube subscription and publishing and all. So now we'll start our today's lecture. First one, this is your first one slide. You can see what is MQTT. So MQTT is your message queue telemetry transport. As I have told you already, what is MQTT? It deals with your data protocol, how your data flow from one person to another person. Okay, so when someone is sending data, it means they are publishing that data and uh, publishing that data, and that data intended to go somewhere, some particular person, and if that person has taken your subscription, in that case only that person will be able to receive your data. So this method is called your publish subscribe model. So our MQTT is based on publish subscribe model, publishing of the data and then the fetching of the data by the subscribers. This term introduced in 1999 by IBM and is standardized in 2030 by OSS. This also offering connectivity between embedded devices between the applications, designed to provide connectivity between applications and middleware on one side and networks communication on the other side. So basically what MQTT is doing, MQTT is connecting your embedded system also, and it connecting your system with your someone else system also. Okay, that is called middleware of some other person. So what MQTT is doing, MQTT is uh, receiving publish data and sending it to your subscriber or client. Okay, next is your MQTT. So how MQTT works? So there is a message broker actually. There is a message broker which controls your publish subscriber pattern. How it will control? It will assign a topic to your, this will assign a topic or a name to your message or your data. So this system, this publish subscriber system is basically designed for your remote connections, limited bandwidth, and for small code footprint. Means you can organize some set of code, and through that code also you can send or receive your data using the publish subscribe model. Next is your MQTT components. So basically we require three components: publishers, subscribers, and brokers. What publisher is in the case of IoT? It is your lightweight sensors that will give you data in the form of it can be your temperature, pressure, or anything. Subscriber, what is subscriber? Applications interested in your sensor data. What is broker? Broker will connect your publishers and your subscribers, and it will also classify sensor data into your topics. Okay. Next is your MQTT method. So there are basically 5 methods: connect, Connect means your data will get connected to your server. Disconnect, just opposite of your connect. Subscriber, you are subscribing or you want to receive some data. Unsubscribe, you don't want to receive that data, that is opposite of your subscriber. Meaning publish, publish means you want to show your data, you want to throw your data to your client. MQTT. So basically this is a flow chart, how your MQTT works. So we know in IoT, message in the message is in the form of your some sensor data. Let us suppose we are having data in the form of sensor. It gives data and it publish data like 68 degree. It will go in your MQTT. Your MQTT will give some topic to your data that let us suppose it is temperature. Now those device who has taken the subscription of this particular topic will receive that data. Now communication. As we know, HTTP is based on request response model, but your uh, MQTT, MQTT is based on publish subscribe architecture. Second point, publish subscribe is event driven. What is the meaning of event driven? You are having data in the form of some sensor data. Sensor data means it can have temperature value, pressure value. Third point, you can see the central communication point is MQTT broker, which is rightful receivers. Each client that publishes a message to the broker includes a topic into the message. The topic is routing information for the broker. Means now your data flow in the form of topic from message broker to your client or your subscriber. Next, communication continue. Each client that wants to receive messages, subscribers to a certain, and the broker delivers all message with the matching topic to the client. Very clear. Those client who has taken your subscription can receive your message. Those who has not taken your subscription won't receive your message. Therefore, the client don't have to know each other. They only communication over the topic. Very obvious. Here we are having topic as a basic. This architecture enables highly scalable solution without dependencies between the data producer and the data consumer. Now what happened? You don't need to, your client don't need to depend on the producer or your data consumer. Mm, they only need to depend on the topic and the subscription portion. Next is MQTT topics. So it is the topic which is uh, or it is a name which is assigned by your message broker to your sensor data. So a topic is a simple string that can have more hierarchy levels which are separated by a slash. A sample topic for sending temperature. So how they're giving, how message broker giving name like this, like there is some temperature of your living room, and then living room comes under your house. So this is your hierarchy level. On one hand, the client can subscribe to the exact topic, or on other hand, it can use wildcard. So it is like you can use topic also, you can use this type also, and you can use wildcard also. So what is wildcard? We'll see now. You can put simple, you can put simple in the place of living room, you can put plus sign. It means you can subscribe uh, a temperature, a temperature of only one part, of your house. If you replace this plus with your hash, then you can subscribe any part of your house. We can see in the next slide. Okay. So Plus sign of leaving sign is a signal level wildcard and only allows arbitrary values for one hierarchy. As I have told earlier, if there is one sign, then it means it will subscribe only one part of your house. If more than one level needs to be subscribed, such as the entire subtree, there is also multi-level wildcard hash. It allows to subscribe to all underlying hierarchy levels. For example, house, if there is after house, if there is hashtag, it means it will subscribe all the part of your temperature of your house. Application, as I have told you earlier, that MQTT itself is a very interesting topic. It will tell you how data flow uh, while you are using some online chat services, whether it is your Facebook Messenger, your Amazon Web Services also uses this. Microsoft Azure IoT Hub also uses this. Everything IoT platform uses MQTT. Adafruit launched a free MQTT cloud service for IoT experimenters called Adafruit IO. So these are some application I have shown for the MQTT in which data flow based on the publish and subscribe model. SMQTT. So what is SMQTT? SMQTT is a secure form of MQTT. Means now your data is encrypted. You have encrypted your data, and your subscriber will decrypt your data, right? Now your data is very much secure. If you are sending your data to the particular client, it will reach to the particular client only because uh, because you have encrypted it with some code, and that code decryption technology only your client is having. So only your particular client will receive your data that you were intended to. So that is your SMQTT. So what we have seen how your data will flow in your IoT using using your MQTT method, and we have seen all the details, basic details related to your MQTT.